2022 regular meeting to order. It is 5:30 p.m. There is a quorum present, and notice of this meeting has been posted for the time and manner required by law. Mr. Jones, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Cliff Williams.
Present.
Mr. Scott Carson.
Present.
Mr. Kyle Hogelmeyer.
Here.
Ms. Paulette Traylor.
Present.
Ms. Nikita Lagway.
Here.
My name is Chad Jones. Mr. Coach Perry isn't with us tonight. Thank you.
The board will now hear comments from the audience during the public comment portion of the meeting. The public comment portion of the meeting will be no longer than 30 minutes total. Each speaker will be allowed a maximum of 3 minutes to address the board. Groups of more than 5 people that which express the same viewpoint on an issue will appoint a representative to speak for the group, who will have 3 minutes to present, unless the topic is an item on the board agenda. Please respect the privacy of others and refrain from identifying students, employees, and other community members by name. I will determine whether the speaker has attempted to solve a matter administratively through the resolution channels established by policy. If not, the speaker will be referred to the appropriate policy to seek resolution. Disruption of this meeting will not be tolerated at any time. For board policy, our board does not respond to public comments. Tonight we have 3 people that have signed up to speak. The first one is Ms. Diane Hibner.
My topic this evening is optics. On Monday, October 31st, I was shocked to see a WISD school bus arrive at 11 o'clock a.m. at the Montgomery County Community Center, an early voting polling facility. One student got off the bus and proceeded into the voting facility. My question is, who approved this function and who paid for the school bus? Hopefully not the taxpayers of this district. Oh, by the way, the swim team parents had to have their children at the high school by 6:20 that morning so that they could be transported to the Condor Recreation Center for their practice. Whoops! No bus was available to transport these student athletes. Much to my dismay, on Tuesday, November 1st, a WISD school bus arrived at the early voting facility at 8 a.m. and 8 students got off the bus to vote. This was repeated at 11 o'clock a.m. when 5 students got off the bus to vote. Again, I ask, who approved this function and who paid for the transportation? Let's look at this. 3 round trips from Willis High School to the Montgomery County Community Center early voting facility for 14 students. This activity needs to be addressed. Purpose, approval, money spent. How were students chosen for participation? Were some students discriminated against from participation? By the way, this also was the scene during the primary voting in February when the WISD bond was on the ballot. Bad optics. Number 2. It has been expounded by members of the school board that division has been created by some in the community. One does not have to look any further than this boardroom to see a prime example of division. Administrators usually sit on one side of the boardroom, and on the other side we have the community, we the people. Very seldom does an administrator come over to the side of the community to meet or greet. A little PR would go a long way in changing this bad optic. Number 3, recently community members who attended the board meeting were chastised and attempted to be intimidated by individuals who posted on social media. Oh, that social media posting was by a board member. Board members need to be careful regarding social media postings. They should never address the citizens of the community who attend the school board meetings. This is unethical, immature, and continues to provoke a divisive atmosphere, a bad optic. Board meetings holding other board members holding other school power positions, not disallowed, but frowned upon by the Texas Attorney General.
We appreciate
Bad
it.
optic.
We have 3 minutes.
I will continue with my optics next month. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Sunday Shibley.
Hi, I am speaking on the denied reconsideration request for All Boys Aren't Blue. A book is deemed inappropriate for minors if it violates the Texas Obscenity Material Penal Code Section 4321, or if it violates the Texas Harmful Material Penal Code Section 4324. Willis ISD's response to the consideration request for All Boys Aren't Blue does not reference the law, rather makes irrelevant references. All Boys Aren't Blue violates Texas Obscenity Material Penal Code Section 4321 and Texas Harmful Material Penal Code Section 4324. It stirs up interest of a minor in sex, heterosexual or homosexual, and there are obscene contents. Any guidance must come from parents. Since they are minors, it is not the school library or teacher's responsibilities. These books are available through the public library system, and if a parent deems that a child can benefit from this book, they can provide supervised access. Thank you.
Thank you. Our third speaker is Bob Holden.
Nikita and Scott, congratulations. Please bring some common sense to this. You're hired to provide a traditional, conventional education or customary education, using long-established customs that society has traditionally used in schools. You are to comply with community standards, and everything that happens or is in these schools are totally and completely your responsibility. If you have a hire or a group reviewing something like a book, you approve the book. They do not. Now, if they're violating the law, yeah, you can go to jail, so can they. Even because, as you learn in combat, obeying an unlawful order doesn't exempt you. I suspect you almost spend no time researching about student learning. There are best practices available. There are professionally prepared lessons available. As you know, a master's degree in teaching in the United States qualifies you to teach nothing. So you can use these materials to augment and to help the teachers. I was recently informed that the students know nothing about the Weimar Republic, the Bolshevik Revolution, the Great Soviet October Revolution, the Cultural Revolution, or even the fall of the Roman Empire. So it's no wonder they don't see the danger we're in as a country right today, and we're in extreme danger. You might start by removing all the smut you've brought into the schools. Anyone on this board can, during a meeting, at any time, including this time, make a motion to remove all materials which can be seen as non-appropriate for children, such as extremely sexually explicit or pornographic, racist, anti-American, and not American culture positive. Immediately removed from all schools. You can direct that. Directing the superintendent, all principals, administrators, teachers, and staff to do so immediately with potential of losing their jobs otherwise. In short, why not create a smut-free zone in all our schools? Get this smut out of here. Since each of you already agreed to that allowing those who would groom our kids for pedophiles, because that's what a lot of this material does, and you allow it to be ordered at our expense and stop them in the schools, you likely will not make such a motion. But not doing so says you approve of this continuously, the guidance that you provided and that it be there. I was furnished a copy of the reply you made for a challenge to the book, All Boys Aren't Blue. I was furnished a copy. The committee members may have been educated here, as their signatures cannot be read. They're really not legible at all. And somebody failed to type their names on the reply, which is pretty customary in anything form. They, of course, were acting on guidance provided by you when you originally approved the book. Only the board can do that. They may be acting on your behalf, but it's your approval. As we learn, okay.
Mr. Holden,
Thank you.
I'd like to thank all three of you for taking your time to come speak tonight. The board will now convene into closed session for the purposes for considering matters for which closed session is authorized by Title V, Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, Section .071 through .084. A, discuss teacher resignations, consider approval for teacher appointments, Texas Government Code 551.047. And B, discuss and consider possible action regarding a contract abandonment of Foreign Tribe teacher at Gravelin Middle School. It is 5:40 p.m. It is 6:42 p.m. Are there any motions from closed session?
Yes, Mr. President, I make the motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation on the professional personnel listed.
We have a motion by Mr. Williams, a second by Ms. Traylor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? 6-0. Are there any other motions?
Yes, I make the motion based on Texas Education Code 21.210, move that we find that good cause did not exist for Lauren Tribe to abandon her term of employment contract and authorize our board president to file a written complaint to the State Board of Education certification.
We have a motion by Mr. Williams, a second by Ms. Traylor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? 6-0. At this time, we'll turn over to Mr. Harkrider for our invocation pledge of allegiance.
Yeah, at this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Michelle Hall, the principal of Turner Elementary, to come forward.
Good evening, Dr. Harkrider, President Hagemeyer, members of the board, Mrs. Rogers. I am thrilled to have brought with me several Turner students to help lead us into our meeting tonight. And first up is Lily Harrison with our pledges.
Please stand for the pledges. Is the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is the Texas flag? Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
And Jack Dugas will lead us in prayer.
Dear Lord, thank you for giving me the courage to spread your word to everyone here tonight. Dear Lord, we are blessed to have such wonderful teachers at Turner Elementary and all the schools of Willis. Lord, give our teachers and school board courage and wisdom to make the right choices for our district. Lord, thank you for our police and military. Please put your hand on them and protect them. We ask all these blessings in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Jack. So as the principal of Turner Elementary, I am honored tonight to recognize an outstanding Turner student, fourth grader Olivia Stevenson. Olivia was nominated for Elementary Student of the Month because of her remarkable leadership. She's a member of our live morning news crew and a leader amongst our group of student ambassadors, our up-and-coming leaders at Turner. As a student ambassador, Olivia helps to welcome students in the car line, in the cafeteria for breakfast, and even patrols our hallways, reminding students in the friendliest of ways of our campus PBIS expectations. Be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Olivia, there's more. Olivia is encouraging, kind, helpful, and gives her very best in all that she does. She's a conscientious student and a wonderful and dependable teammate to anyone who works closely with her. She represents Turner well and embodies our core beliefs: educational excellence, relationships, perseverance, strong character, and accountability. I am so honored tonight to recognize Olivia Stevenson as our Willis ISD Elementary Student of the Month. realize that I have a whole posse of students behind me. This is a group of our students from Turner who work hard every day to ensure that every student at Turner is equipped for success. We chose this year to replace our Student Council program with our Turner Student Ambassador program. We felt that having a more inclusive group of exemplary students who are natural leaders would better align with our core beliefs at Turner. Under the leadership of our counselor, Mrs. Posey, our student ambassadors learn about what it means to be a leader and to serve our community in their morning team talks before they go to their morning posts. At those morning posts, throughout the building, they make sure to welcome each student entering the door. They assist with duty in the cafeteria and in the hallways. Our student ambassadors also lead our student body by encouraging others and being positive examples. They coordinate service projects such as our warm sock drive to supply our Wildcat Resource Center with much needed socks during this time of year. They also host a frequent breakfast for our new to Turner students and serve as mentors to these new students to our campus. This ensures that our new students to Turner feel an immediate connection to our Turner student community and quickly embrace our school expectations and rich culture. At Turner, relationships are one of our core values, and our student ambassadors are the boots on the ground who build and sustain those relationships every day. They are an undeniable positive influence on our campus. I am honored to recognize our student ambassadors from Turner Elementary tonight. We felt it only fitting that as growing leaders, they have the opportunity to present each one of you, our district leaders, a gift which describes what leadership means to them. Thank you again for the opportunity tonight to recognize our outstanding Turner leaders.
Good evening, new President Hagemeyer, board members, Dr. Harkrider and Ms. Rogers. I'm glad to be here tonight to continue our recognitions. We will start off now with our secondary student of the month, so I would like to introduce Mr. Chad Smith, our high school principal.
President Hagemeyer, Dr. Harkrider, members of the board, colleagues, and guests. Tonight it is my privilege to recognize the Willis High School Student of the Month, Joshua Baldwin. Joshua is the son of Melanie Baldwin, who is also here tonight. Mom. He's a senior at Willis High School. This last week he was selected as our incoming Corps Commander. I have asked Colonel Jefferson, who is also here tonight, who leads our ROTC program, does an outstanding job with leadership in our organization. Let's give Colonel Jefferson a round of applause. Josh is a great example of students at Willis High School. He has plans to go into the welding field and begin work after high school. He enjoys leadership and the hands-on approach of learning skills in the ROTC. He's a member not only of ROTC, but FFA, as well as a member of the National Honor Society. We are excited to see his leadership in command at Willis High School this next semester. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah. I love it. There you go. Not uniform. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, and at this time, I would like to introduce the president of the Lone Star State School Counseling Association, Ms. Tiffany Rodriguez.
Thank you. Well, good evening, Willis ISD Board of Trustees, President Harmeyer and Dr. Tom Harkrider. In March of 2016, 16 school counseling professionals took a leap of faith to start a new school council association known as the Lone Star State School Counselor Association. It was a new association in Texas to be led by school counselors for school counselors. We intentionally set a focus to fill the needs of school counselors in Texas, to create an identity for all school counselors in Texas, advocate for all school counselors and their school counseling programs, create professional development based on the needs of Texas school counselors and students, trends and issues in schools, creating barriers to student success. We created a vision and a mission as large as the state of Texas. Our vision is to expand the image and influence of school counselors in the state of Texas. And our mission is to empower school counselors with the knowledge and skills in order to promote professionalism and ethical standards, practices by providing leadership, advocacy, and professional development. In 2017, we became a charter division of the National Organization for School Counselors known as ASCA, the American School Counselor Association, which is composed of over 42,000 members. Fast forward to 2022, we're now 2,700 members strong and growing. We love recognizing professionals, and professional recognition is very important, and we believe celebrating hard work and people who are making a positive impact in this line of work. I tell you this, something special is going on in Willis ISD. Yes. Last year we had just to reflect, last year we had Superintendent of the Year, and Dr. Harkrider was our first Superintendent of the Year of the Lone Star State School Counselor Association last year. This year, we have 3 people in Willis ISD. So starting with Diane Wilson, she was the 2022 School Counselor Top 5 finalist for the Lone Star State School Counselor Association. And she can attest to this. It was a very rigorous process, right? So what happens is you have people to nominate school counselors, and then they have to determine if they want to go on and move forward. And she was one of the top finalists, so congratulations to you. Then the next 2 are professional recognitions that counselors across the state submit their recommendations. Then those recommendations go to a committee on site scene. Their names are blocked out, nobody knows until the end. And we would like to congratulate Mr. Eric Byrne, principal of Lynn Lucas Middle Then our last person is Ms. Kelly Locke. She, the director of Goddison Counseling. And she was recognized as the School Counselor Supervisor of the Year. All of them they were all celebrated at our gala in November, and we had a blast. It was so much fun, and so they were all recognized on that day. We would like to thank each of you for all the work that you do. And I know people probably thought it was rigged because I am in Region 6. I'm in Region 6, and I know they're going like, what is this? So I know it's something special that's happening here. Congratulations to Willis ISD. Thank you for the work that you're doing. We appreciate you, and congratulations to you all.
Okay, and at this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Jason Green, our Executive Director of Athletics and Fine Arts, and he will do a quick introduction of his coaches. It's because I saw Dr. Greeny, sorry.
Jason Glenn.
We look just like I'm trying to grow it.
Sorry about that.
I'm trying to grow it. It won't grow. Good evening. Good evening, Board. President. Willis ISD to everybody in the community. Today is a great day for our athletes. We have some amazing coaches, amazing kids to represent Willis ISD in all athletics, but not just on the field or the court, but also in the classroom, which we preach more than anything. And our kids tonight, they will be rewarded, and you guys will also recognize these guys as great kids. A lot of times we put athletics on a pedestal, but more importantly, these are great young men. They're going to be great fathers, great husbands, great wives, you know, and that's what we want our kids to be. And we have some great coaches to help our kids become those things. So first up, we're going to introduce volleyball. We have an amazing coach. And this coach here has been through so much. You talk about perseverance. Coach Storms epitomizes what we want with our coaches. She's an amazing young lady. She's an amazing person. She's an amazing coach. She works her tail off. And one of the best things about it, you know, she's a coach, but she is truly an amazing person. And I tell her all the time that if Jesus needed a 13th disciple, it'll be her. I truly believe that. So we have up first volleyball coach Megan Storms.
I really appreciate you guys so much for having us here tonight. And I just want to thank Dr. Harkrider, the administration, and the board for your continued support of our program, of all of athletics, and just all of the schools and students in our district. We appreciate you so much. I also want to thank Coach Glenn, who has been awesome for our school and our programs, especially our volleyball program, and we're so happy to have him. I also want to thank Mr. Smith, our principal, for his support of our school. We're very blessed to have him as well this year. And our very own Coach Shelley, one of my assistants, but who is kind of the glue that holds everything together, I feel like, at our school. And just thank you so much to all of you guys. This year, our girls had an awesome season. We ended up finishing 28-18 with a district record of 9-7, and honestly one of the toughest 6A volleyball districts, I think, in the state. And that's just a testament to these young ladies here and all of their hard work and dedication, not just this year, but starting last year and off season. And I couldn't be more proud of the girls who are standing here today. And we ended up tied for 4th place in district, lost a hard-fought play-in match, but that doesn't mean that our season wasn't a success. And though our on-the-court accomplishments were awesome, what I'm most proud of is kind of what Coach Glenn was saying, just who they are as young ladies and their accomplishments off the court, and especially their accomplishments in the classroom. And I'm so happy to say that all 15 varsity players qualified for academic all-district. And all 4 of our seniors qualified for academic all-state, which is a very, very I would like to introduce the varsity volleyball program. Secret Carroll, Academic All-District. Summer Clark, Academic All-District. Brianna Goodwin, Academic All-District. Tori Greeny, Academic All-District. Delaney New, Academic All-District. Savannah Paskey, second team all district, academic all district, and academic all state. Carly Paul, first team all district, academic all district. Sophie Satterwhite, academic all district. Sam Skilton, academic all district. Haley Truitt, academic all district. And Grace Wilder, academic all district.
I just felt like we needed to present to you first, and then we would present to the audience, so.
Next up, we have a man coming up who also represents our district the right way. He's a leader of men, a leader of young men. So glad to have him here. In his first year, he has made a real impact within our community, with our kids, with our athletes. You know, he's a man that keeps his word. He'll tell you exactly, you know, what's good for you and what you need out of life. And a lot of times when I go by his office, he has a young man in there talking about life. It's not X's and O's, but he's telling them about the good things that's in store for the young man. He also tells them how to be a great husband and a great father, and that's very important. And that's the type of leaders we want here in our athletic department and in our district. Next up, we have Coach Trent Miller.
Thank you for that introduction, Coach Glenn. I want to thank Dr. Harkrider, members of the board, Ms. Rogers. Thank you for having us here tonight. Community members, thank you all for having us here. It's a special night. We got to do a lot of these awards this past Monday night at our football banquet, which we had a great turnout for, and couldn't be more excited to be here. Couldn't be here, more excited to be in Willis, Texas. There's a lot of great things going on, a lot of wonderful people in this town, a lot of tremendous young athletes, and a lot of support from our community, from our school board, upper administration. We made the right choice, my family, when we decided to come to Willis 7 short months ago. So thank you all for having us. Thank you for trusting and believing in what we do. And like Coach Glenn said, it's bigger than football with what we do. It's about raising young men into grown men. It's about making life choices and life decisions and what we can do. Whatever we can do to help these young men throughout that journey and that process, we're going to do. I've grown to love these young men, as well as the ones that aren't here tonight. I made a bold statement at our banquet on Monday about the future of Willis, Texas, the athletic department, specifically our football team. And I'm going to hold myself, our coaching staff, our players, school board members, community members to that. We're young, we're talented, we're going to be special. I'm telling you, we're going to be special. Great things are happening at Willis High School if we all buy in and we all believe. Great things are happening. I told everybody yesterday. Everybody at the banquet, if you don't believe that, then there's a black and gold school about 3 miles down the road. Y'all can go south. Okay? You can go even further to a red, white, and blue. I don't care. We're doing special things here. We're going to have fun doing it. We're going to have a blast doing it. All that to be said, I want to introduce and recognize these special young men up here for what they've done either on the field or in the classroom or in both. I'm going to start with our unanimous District 13 6A Defensive Newcomer of the Year, Jermaine Bishop. Sebastian Elvier, Academic All-District. Hutton Hagemeyer, First Team Academic All-State. Academic All-District, honorable mention football as a quarterback. Amari Holmes, first team, unanimous, all-district defensive back. Robert Usby, second team all-district offensive lineman, academic all-district. Mason Isbell, unanimous, first team all-district offensive lineman. Derek Lagway, academic all-district, first team all-district quarterback. Zachary Lang, academic all-district, honorable mention defensive lineman. Jalen Mickens, academic all-district, unanimous, first team all-district wide receiver. Brock Perry, unanimous, first team all-district linebacker. Cannon Roach, unanimous, first team all-district punter. DeLeon Robinson, unanimous, District 13 6A Offensive Newcomer Player of the Year. Jose Rodriguez, academic all-district, honorable mention kicker. Isaac Stafford, academic all-district, second team all-district defensive line.
Great job.
Josiah Stevens, unanimous, first team all-district defensive line. Tavian Friend, second team all-district defensive back.
If you'll turn to the audience so your family can get pictures real quick.
Awesome, boys. Great job. Great job. Proud of y'all.
Okay, and for our finale, we are going to show you a video that the communications department created to discuss parent and family engagement and parent-family involvement. So that is what is going to play on the screens for you now.
Willis ISD is committed to the goal of providing quality education for every child in the district. One of the biggest contributors to this success is creating partnerships with our parents and the community. Parents play a vital role as a child's first educator. Early exposure to the alphabet and shapes, the spoken word, books, following directions, as well as early intervention for potential concerns are all things that help set a child on the path to success. Once a child enters public school, parent involvement is consistently found to be positively associated with a child's academic performance. Extensive research shows that when parents are involved, students get better grades, score higher on standardized tests, have better attendance records, drop out less often, have higher aspirations, and more positive attitudes towards school and homework. The federal funding program, Title I Part A, requires that all school districts develop a written parent and family engagement policy to show how the school district supports the role of families in the education of their children. This plan can be reviewed on the district website. Willis ISD offers many ways for parents to get involved at their child's school. The main way is through the campus's parent-teacher organization, or PTO. The PTO is a group of parents who work together to supplement and enrich the educational experience.
Okay, that's 45 minutes.
Traditionally, a PTO PTO plans and leads school fundraisers, school-wide events, purchasing items that are not covered by the school budget, such as extra recess equipment, or stocking school stores where students can purchase items with points earned from good behavior.
Hi, I'm Kelly Moore. I'm the principal at Farley Elementary, and I just want to say how much we adore our PTO. Our PTO steps up at every single event that we could possibly come up with.
Good morning! How's it going? Everybody ready for the art bus? Yeah. My name is John Lopez. I am the Metter PTO here at Metter Elementary. Today we are having the art bus come and give our kids an opportunity to shop for some Christmas gifts for their family, some stuff that they can make, and stuff they can take home that they have spent personal time on giving to their family.
We want to say thank you to all our parent volunteers. Whether you help out once a year or multiple times, we want you to know that the events and moments you help create for our students are greatly appreciated and would not be possible without your ongoing support. Students, teachers, parents, and school communities all benefit by working together to educate students. We encourage all parents to find a way to get involved.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of those students that were recognized tonight. We'll now go to item 7, standing information ad hoc reports and items. A, Willis ISD Education Foundation presentation.
Woo! Woo! We're gonna get the party started. All right. So I've come to the point where I've realized I need to wear glasses to see this. Okay. Good evening, board, Dr. Harkrider and Miss Rogers. I know we have 2 new board members, so I wanted to give a little information about the Education Foundation. I forgot, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Michelle Bischoff, Community Involvement Liaison, and I work with the Education Foundation on the district side. We are a nonprofit that is separate from the school district that raises money all year long to gift back to Willis ISD staff and students. We are governed by a board and have been in existence since 2009. Since the beginning, we have given back over $500,000. We currently have 2 major givebacks throughout the year: innovative teaching grants and senior scholarships. Tonight, I am here to present some very exciting news. I did ask permission to do that, so I wouldn't get fired. Last week, we awarded $944.30 back to our Willis ISD classrooms. Our staff presented some pretty amazing ideas to our grant committee. We are looking forward to seeing these grants implemented in the spring semester this year. Sorry about the mess. I will clean it up.
Okay, before y'all leave, I've got a surprise announcement that Michelle doesn't even know about. I had lunch today with Duratech Construction, who has been one of our contractors, just actually finished our pre-K center, have done numerous large projects for us since 2015 bond. They have a Duratech Foundation that every year throughout the year, they ask their vendors to donate to their foundation. Duratech matches any donations $1 for $1, and they award grants to school districts that they think mirror the values of Duratech Construction. This year, we were chosen for $10,000. That was the reaction I was hoping I would get. There's a check for $10,000 to the Education Foundation. Congratulations, great job.
Great job.
Woo! Oh, no, I got it, come on.
Item B, safety and security update.
At this time, Lieutenant Leslie Zemlicka will come forward with some security updates from this last month.
I can't follow that, that's great. Thanks for having me, Board of Trustees, Dr. Harkrider, Carol, and Santa Claus. Really, I'm very blessed today because when I get to present this, state's doing their audits again. We were selected by Lagway and ROARC on November the 11th, which they passed 100%. I appreciate every bit of it. And I might as well, since I'm here, December the 6th, they also selected Bradford Middle School, and Dr. Price did an excellent job as well, 100%. So, assessments are 100%. They can't get in our building, which makes me feel so good every day. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Safety and performance report.
Attached is your safety performance report for November. We had 3 accidents, 2 employees out with lost time injuries, and currently no employees out on workers' compensation.
Financial and bill payment.
Attached are your financial reports as well as bills paid for November of 2022.
Student enrollment.
Student enrollment count as of Monday, December the 12th, we're at 8,792 students. That is an increase of 283 students over the same time last year.
Bond summary.
Attached is your bond summary report. That would include bond funds remaining from 2015, 20, and 22 at the top.
I make consent agenda. Mr. Williams.
Make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as presented.
We have a motion by Mr. Williams, a second by Mr. Jones. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? 6-0. Item 9, discussion and possible action items. A, discuss and consider approval of Willis ISD 2023-2024 course catalog.
Good evening, Board. Mr. President, Dr. Harkrider. So every year, the Board of Trustees is asked to approve the course catalog, and every year the course catalog is reviewed. And if you look through the course catalog, which is attached in your board packet, you'll see a lot of opportunities for students to connect outside of just your normal core subject matter in our awesome CTE center, but also some electives that really kind of focus on the whole child. Additionally, there's opportunities for advanced placement courses and dual credit courses that can allow students to leave Willis High School and Willis ISD with some credits to go into college, and also an additional certification. So we are asking in the agenda item for approval or action for the course catalog for the 2020, make sure I get this right, 23-24 course catalog.
Yes, sir, Mr. Carson.
Make the motion, we accept the superintendent's recommendation to approve the 2023-2024 Willis ISD course catalog, including the above requested courses.
Motion by Mr. Carson, second by Mr. Traylor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? 6-0.
Mr. President, do we need to go back to the consent agenda?
Yes.
Okay.
Item B? Yes. Is approval of the management safety statement. Mr. Williams.
I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation to approve and sign the management safety statement.
We have a motion by Mr. Williams, a second by Mr. Carson. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Passes 6-0. Now, item B under section 9. Discuss and consider approval of out-of-state travel request for advanced culinary arts.
Good evening, school board, Ms. Rogers, Dr. Harkrider.
As most of you probably know, last year our advanced culinary students were able to attend a Cook Around the World competition at Epcot, and our plan was to return to that this year, but it happens to fall on the exact same weekend as our high school prom. So the kids definitely did not want to miss the prom. So Chef Jefferson looked for another opportunity, and we found one with a tour company where they get to visit literally the food capital of the world, New York City. So our students are going to have a chance to actually visit the #1 culinary school in the United States, the Culinary Institute of America. It's in Hyde Park, a couple hours north of downtown New York. They'll do a tour of Greenwich Village, Central Park, Times Square. They're going to attend a Broadway play, Lower Manhattan, the 9/11 Memorial, a lot of different things they'll get to do there. Little Italy, flavors of Chinatown, stuff like that. So we are going to send probably about 20 kids is what the estimate is right now, along with 4 adult chaperones who all 4 happen to be district employees. Chef Jefferson, her husband, Colonel Jefferson, myself, and a 4th grade teacher from Turner Elementary School. I'm just giving you a heads up right now. So we'll have 4 school employees that will be able to attend as chaperones on this trip with these students.
That's awesome. Perfect. Mr. Jones.
I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation and approve the out-of-state travel for the culinary arts program.
We have a motion by Mr. Jones, a second by Ms. Traylor. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you. And we also have raised about half the money, but we're looking for some corporate sponsors, community, business members, whatever it may be. If anyone wanted to donate to this cause, definitely contact me at your business needs. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
Oh,
Item C, discuss and consider approval of Willis High School's air handler unit replacement phase 1 installation bond 2020 project.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, board members, Dr. Harper, Ms. Rogers. As you may remember, we came to you in September, I believe, to actually purchase the equipment, the air handlers. What we are bringing you this evening is essentially the installation package to get it in, put it in, and get ready to roll. What we are asking you to approve this evening is the installation cost, which is going to amount to $2,242,529.
I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation to expend $2,242,529 from 2020 bond issue funds for the phase 1 installation replacement of the air handler units at Willis High School.
We have a motion by Ms. Traylor and a second by Mr. Carson. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? The motion passes 5-0. 6-0. Sorry. Item D, discuss and consider approval of A.R. Turner Elementary Chiller Boiler Plant Replacement Bond 2020 project.
Thank you, Mr. President. We continue to bring you completion of our 2020 bond projects. This is another such project. We are going to basically take the chiller and boilers, replace them at A.R. Turner, and we are asking your approval in the amount of $2,294,671.
I move that the board accept the superintendent's recommendation to expend $2,294,671 from 2020 bond issue funds for the replacement of the chiller and boiler plant at A.R. Turner Elementary, bond 2020.
Second, Mr. Jones. We have a motion by Mr. Carson, second by Mr. Jones. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? 6-0. Item E, discuss and consider approval of Lynn Lucas Middle School's auditorium air handler unit replacement bond 2020 project.
Thank you, sir. This is another such project that we are bringing you this evening. Essentially, we're going to take the auditorium at Lucas, get the air handlers replaced and get them up and running. This project is going to projected to be the cost of $743,104, and we're asking your approval for that this evening.
Perfect, Mr. Johnson.
I move the board accept the superintendent's recommendation to expend $743,104 from our 2020 bond issue funds for the replacement of the air handler units at Lynn Lucas Middle School auditorium.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Jones and a second by Mr. Carson. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? 6-0. Item F, discuss and consider approval of Metter Chiller Replacement Project 2023 from the Bond 2020 project.
Thank you, sir. We are bringing another such bond project this evening for Metter Elementary this time. And this will be essentially the chiller replacement at that particular school. We are bringing you a project with a total of $1,580,230 to complete this project.
Move the board accept the superintendent's recommendation to expend $1,580,230 from the 2020 bond issue funds for the installation of the mechanical and electrical equipment needed for the Metter Elementary Project Bond 2020.
We have a motion by Mr. Williams, a second by Ms. Traylor. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 6-0. Discuss and consider approval of purchase over $50,000 upgraded bus camera system.
Thank you, sir. We are bringing you a proposal this evening that will help enhance the security and safety on our buses. Essentially, we are purchasing new cameras, which our particular staff here will install. And these cameras give us a greater visibility of what's actually going on the bus. It allows us to see between seats. So beforehand, we had basically a camera in the front and a camera in the back, and you kind of got angles, and there are certain dead spots in there. This will help eliminate those, and we're asking your approval this evening to purchase these cameras in the amount of $94,134.96.
I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation to approve the purchase from Safety Vision in the amount of $94,134.96.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Ms. Carson, a second by Ms. Lagway. Is there any further discussion?
Yeah, I'd also like to make the board aware, with our team installing the cameras, it's a $47,000 savings. And the company's also offering a 10% discount if we make the purchase in the 2022 year.
I got a question, Mr. President. Are they Pantel Zoom cameras, or are they just fixed cameras?
They're fixed cameras.
Okay. And the footage is stored on an SD card, is that correct?
Each bus has an individual unit. We can take that off there, bring it into the office and download.
And it's essentially like a black box that's stored in, so nobody can interfere with that? Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
We have a motion by Mr. Carson, a second by Ms. Lagway. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support.
Thank you very much, John.
Yes, sir.
Item H, discuss and consider approval of bid related to request for proposal RFP number 110122, serving line Lynn Lucas Middle School.
Good evening, Board. Dr. Harkrider. Over the summertime, we have replaced Lynn Lucas' snack bar, and then there was a need to upgrade the other two outside snack bars. The scope of work would include removing the old snack bar serving lines and installing new ones. We had issued a bid on November 1, and bids are due December 8th. We received 4 bids. The district is recommending awarding commercial kitchens. The total amount needed for this project is $223,259.
I move that the board accept the superintendent's recommendation to award the bid related to RFP 110122 to Commercial Kitchen and approve the purchase of $223,259 from the child nutrition budget.
We have a motion by Mr. Carson, a second by Ms. Traylor. Is there any further discussion?
Yes, I'd like Dr. Harkrider to discuss this a little bit and talk about our budget, what's made up of this, and why this doesn't affect our taxpayers and why, so they have an understanding of this.
Yes, sir. Child nutrition runs on, it's child nutrition, the budget that comes from the federal government. Last year, the federal government allowed all kids in the ISDs across the country to eat breakfast and lunch for free. So for every meal that a student ate, regardless of their socioeconomic status, we reimbursed for those meals. So our revenue almost doubled last year from what it has in previous years, because obviously a lot more kids ate because they didn't have to charge a price. Also, there are federal guidelines of how much money we can actually carry in our child nutrition fund balance. Because of the surplus that we have, by the end of this year, we have to spend that money down to be in the number in the black of what that child nutrition budget has to look like. That money can only be spent in child nutrition. So that's why you've seen since the beginning of the year, and you'll see throughout the rest of this year, Michael and his team are making upgrades to multiple campuses, whether it's their serving lines, dishwashers, new equipment for the staff in the kitchen. We may look at entertaining future cafeteria tables for different campuses and upgrading that. But by law, that money has to be spent down in order to be in right shape with the federal government.
Great job. Thank you. We have a motion by Mr. Parks and a second by Ms. Trailer. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes 6-0. Thank you. Board member comments.
First of all, what a night. What a night. When I was blessed enough to get on the board, I noticed in June and July, I watched a hard-working group of people put over 10% of our total student population in school supplies. I'm sitting there watching another hard-working group of people just give $70,000 out to teachers and staff in this district. I'm watching another hard-working group of people putting over 300 or 400 children in school supplies because of love in this community. That is awesome. That's what we need to be about. I couldn't agree any more with Ms. Hibner. We got to come together and we got to do great things together. This is the time of giving. This is the time to remember what's in our heart. And we're Willis. No one said it was easy, but I haven't achieved too many things in my life that's been easy. Let's do this and everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Jason Glenn and Coach Trent Miller were talking about how there's a lot of positive things happening in Willis. I'm a lifelong Willis member, and I've seen our community come together more in the last 6-8 months than I have in my lifetime here. It's an honor to be a part of this. It's an honor to be able to witness this and see the improvements that are coming to our city and our community. I was involved in the luncheon yesterday at the high school, where all the teachers were fed by a local business. Tortuga Landscaping sponsored a nice Italian dinner for the teachers and staff at Willis ISD. And it was a great time and it was delicious, and it creates that positive morale throughout the district and the community. I'm just excited for this time that we're in, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity of serving the board and serving our community. I'm so proud to be a part of it. I actually haven't had the pleasure of speaking with Dr. Price, but I have sent the email to Mr. Smith. I am so excited of the buy-in that the kids that I'm seeing. Ms. Price, just the miraculous job that you've done at Brabham in the short time that you've been there. It's amazing. I mean, kudos to you from the things that I hear. Mr. Smith, I told you, the buy-in, you know, of course I have a child in the district and, you know, nobody's happy about the new changes, but they're buying in and they love it. And the progress that I'm seeing, I'm just so proud to be a part of it. Mr. Burns, I know I haven't said much, but just hands down, the amount of accomplishments, the things that I hear, you know, I have a child there as well. Just hands down, I'm so proud I'm a long-time Willis ISD student, graduate, parent, you know, in the community. I'm here, and I'm so proud to be a part of this district and to see the positive things and the things that are going on. It just amazes me, and I'm so proud that I am able to be a part of this. So thank you guys so much for everything that y'all do, because I don't want your job, and I'm so thankful that y'all do it. So thankful that y'all do it, and I just appreciate everything that y'all are doing because I see the students and the parents buying in. It's a slow, steady process, but slow and steady wins the race. So we got this. Let's go.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
Okay. The next, Dr. Harper, future business meeting.
Our next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, January the 11th, 2023.
Mr. Williams.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
We have a motion by Mr. Williams, a second by Mr. Carson. Is there anyone opposed? And the motion passes. 6-0.
Y'all, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.